Today on Logan Lee Adventure, we hit up the Danish capital Copenhagen. From regal palaces to sweeping autumn views, we flew into Denmark to dine at the esteemed restaurant Noma. But before then, the city's open and wide for us to explore. Checked into the St. Petri Hotel. I can't wait to show you our suite because it is fabulous here in the heart of Copenhagen. This is our first time ever staying at this hotel, and already the details that goes into this room is just so beautiful, and I really appreciate it. How spacious this room is. Now y'all, you have to remember this is Copenhagen and we're in the heart of Copenhagen, so space for rooms, woo, that is rarely to come by. But plush bed here. I really like how they designed this, like mixture of the different dark colors with the white, and then this wall as well. Beautiful. It's my favorite lamp. Seems like they have this lamp in every single room. Then we have our welcoming package, which is so nice of the hotel. So we got some champagne for me in your room. And then we have these chocolatey mix. These looks like, I guess these look like a seasonal Danish chocolate. If they are Danish, let me know in the comments if you know, if you're from Copenhagen or Denmark. Because in the Netherlands we have something very similar for this season, but not quite. So these look really good. Beautifully designed. Every aspect is thought of, modern, sleek, in the heart of the city. And as a bonus, check this out. Balcony. Look at this, y'all. Ooh. Damn. Autumn in Copenhagen. I absolutely love the balcony that we have at our suite at the St. Petri. It's just, this is like luxury to have this much space and outdoor space at that in the middle of the city. But it's so beautiful to just overlook all these housetops and then these church spirals and clock towers. From here you can really notice how many churches there are in the heart of Copenhagen. There's like 1, 2, 3, there's like 4, wait, hold on, 5, 6, 7, 8, is that 8? And then over there, like 9? Like all within view. It's absolutely maddening here. And already I can see like people biking around down there. Very spacious. Our other suite had a bathtub, and it seems like this one is just a shower, which is fine because bigger room as well and balcony. So with that view and all the different amenities here. Shall we do the bed test in 3, 2, 1. Yes. All right, let's explore other parts of the hotel.
I love staying in places with a little bit of heritage and story behind it. And the thing about this hotel is that it was formerly an old department store, but today this hotel excels in delivering just this laid-back luxury experience. It's located with one foot planted in the quirky and fun Latin quarter of Copenhagen and the other in the old and historical part of Copenhagen. So we'll definitely be exploring both neighborhoods where this hotel is centrally located in.
Wow, the fitness center here is really a fitness center. They built it all out. Oh, this is the sauna. Wait, let me turn on the light. Light turn on. There's even a steam bath here. Let's see. It's beautifully designed. This weekend that we're here in Copenhagen is actually predicted to be a little spotty, cloudy for the weather, but it's actually kind of lucky right now. The sun actually came out, so I'm gonna take advantage of it as much as I can whenever the sun is out. So let's hit the town and explore already. This is not Gherkin. There's churches all over Copenhagen Center, and this is just one of the churches that is right around the block from my hotel. Let's go inside and check it out.
Hi.
Hello.
This is a new granola, and it's our chief barista, Veronica, that makes this from scratch. It is with double chocolate and banana and some hazelnuts. We also use some sunflower seeds and a bit of chia seeds as well.
So good.
We're testing it right now, and soon we'll have it in the cafe as well.
Cool. So I'll be like one of your first test tasters.
Yes. You will.
Awesome. Let's try this homemade granola out. This looks really great so far. This is from Espresso. Who's that? Okay. Yeah. Such a wholesome encounter, y'all. He just stopped me for like some free granola. I was like, of course, I'm never gonna turn down food. It's a bright coffee. If you're in Copenhagen, check them out, especially their kind hospitality. And he also taught me how to pronounce the Danish word of cozy. In Dutch it's gezellig, which is a little bit difficult for first timers to pronounce, but I think the Dutch word for cozy is much harder, or the concept of cozy. You say hygge, hygge. I'm butchering that. If you know how to pronounce it, just write it out below the phonetic way.
Wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen. This is my second time here in the Danish capital, and this compact, environmentally conscious city of 1.2 million people has a bountiful urban environment. So there's miles of harborfront promenades, lush parks, a striking blend of contemporary and historic architecture, and public spaces that invite passerbys to stop for a few moments just to soak it all up. Okay, so sure, apparently the winters may be long, but with so many cozy cafes, bars, and restaurants, plus a dynamic selections of all these cool retailers, who minds spending a little time indoors? I mean, they know how to make their indoor spaces just as great as their outdoors here, and I cannot wait to explore it all this weekend.
I often do this thing whenever I'm traveling. It doesn't matter if it's a new place I've never been to or if it's a city like Copenhagen that I'm just coming back and rediscovering. And it's fantasizing about living in that place that I'm visiting. So what would it be like if this was my local coffee shop? What would it be like if this was my regular daily stroll, or if this was my neighborhood that I get to be living in, and maybe from one of these beautiful, probably insanely expensive buildings and overlooking the people down below that I am right now. But Copenhagen, there's a lot of similarities with Stockholm in Sweden to where I lived in before, probably because they're both Scandinavian countries that cares about design, that cares about quality of life, and little things that is just so visually appealing to life here, to city life here, to the country here, that really makes me miss Stockholm, but also appreciate and love Copenhagen so much as I'm exploring it. Oh, and the people here are so stylish. I mean, living in Sweden, that definitely rubbed off on me. Walking the streets of Copenhagen, like, you think you're on trend, you think like you're next level hot shit? No, like, you'll be humbled down. Everyone here dresses so well, and the pieces that they style together and their outfits, I'm just like, I'm gonna try to like capture some on film because it's good inspo. This is Ophelia's Pads, which is this huge harborfront area where, I mean, you're not supposed to swim, but we saw some people swimming. It looks tempting, right? Like, if I was a local here, I would definitely like jump right into it, especially during the hot summers. I mean, it's autumn now, but it's quite warm and the sun is out. That's all that matters. So there's a huge opening here where you can just hang out, chill out. You can also see the National Opera House there. The yellow thing, I think, is the water taxi right there. It's just a really beautiful area to just relax, lay back, and then see Copenhagen from another point of view as well. Welcome to Superkilien Park, which is in the neighborhood of Nørrebro. Nørrebro is just right outside of Copenhagen city center, and here you can sit on a bench made from Iraq or swing on a swing from Brazil. And basically the concept of Superkilien Park is to bring diversity and celebrate all these international communities in one gigantic space. So there's all these beautiful, well-designed urban spaces all around this park for the neighborhood, for the city to enjoy, and I just can't wait to explore all around already. It looks so beautiful. I see like different murals, different pieces of functional art sculpture that is also urban places where you can sit on, where you can skate on. It's a really cool area. This area of the park is so fantastic. I love these white lines, the trails all over the park.
The thing is that in less than these past 20 years, Copenhagen's skyline has changed dramatically. While you can still enjoy historic architecture and design, the city has become distinctly forward-looking, such as this park that we're in right now. And much of the credit belongs to Jean Gell, whose work on improving cities and their livability has even birthed the term Copenhagenization. Don't you love that? So his philosophy is that urban planning should focus on human needs, epitomizing the capital shift in emphasizing from cars to bicycle and pedestrianization, and dovetails with the city's target of becoming carbon neutral by 2025. Projects such as this park, the Superkilien Park, build on the recommendation that no homes should be further than 300 meters from green space. Now someone tell my hometown in Toronto that, please. I just absolutely love it when design and
public space comes together for accessibility for all. And Copenhagen does that so well. I mean, okay, this looks kind of like an octopus to me, like an inspired octopus design, but it's a children's slide. You can like go in there, slide out on either end. It's so beautiful and like functional too. That, my friends, is Frederiksberg, which has the largest dome out of all Scandinavia. And look at all the Rococo details from the exterior. Go into Frederiksberg. This court where we're in right now is the residency of the king and queen, basically the monarchy of Denmark. So you can see that the changing of the guards happened. It was pretty cool to watch them. There was no band playing today because usually there's a marching band when the queen is in residence, and they do stay in residence from September to April here, but I guess she'd be out shopping. I mean, I would too. Look at how nice the weather is right now. It's not predicted to be this sunny, so I guess the queen is taking advantage of that just like I am. And apparently down underneath these cobblestone streets there are tunnels that connects these different buildings to one another, so that way the monarchy can just not have to go outside whenever it's snowing or it's cold or when there's so many people around, and then they can just visit each other because the different buildings designated are for the different parts of the monarchy living in them. They always have the same name. Margaret, Mary. This is Amalienburg. Amalia. Some of the guards there just protecting the residency. So what was really cool was that during the changing of the guards, we saw a prince in a unlicensed, well, there was no license plate on the car, being escorted by like a bodyguard car behind him, driving into that doorway right there. So another cool thing about this courtyard, aside from all the beautiful buildings surrounding me, is that it used to be for 4 different noble families, for different nobilities, until it got burned down, and then the royal family moved in and bought it. You can see how this royal court is for 4 different noble families. Sure, you can really see it from here. We'll need a drone for that because this is a star-shaped fortress. You can see all the water though, like all around. It's It's really cool. It's a star-shaped fortress from the 17th century and it's still well preserved to this day. So you can cross over into that bridge and into the fortress. And it's just so picturesque all around here.
This was built by Frederick III back in 1626 to, funny enough, keep out the Swedes. I mean, I live in Stockholm in Sweden, so I guess I can come in here. But this is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So the Castellet is part of the historic ensemble of the palaces that we saw and parks of Copenhagen, which has been recognized as UNESCO, which is really cool to just be roaming through it on this very beautiful sunny stroll. It's an integral part of the cultural and historic heritage of the city.
I love autumn in Copenhagen. It's so beautiful here with the foliage and above the fortress. I just really like enjoying this stroll that you can take all along the star-shaped fortress. And when the sun comes out to play in Copenhagen, it just adds that touch to the city. And look at all these leaves. You can see still the remains of the fortress with the canyons. What a view!
One of the favorite places that I absolutely love looking at and being here in Castellet is this iconic windmill. It's one of the most recognizable features of this fortress. So it's actually called Kastelmolen. It's a wooden Dutch style windmill. Thank you. That was built in 1847 and was used to grind grain for the garrison.
Can you believe how old this windmill is? It's 180 years old. So it actually was only stopped being used like in the 1900s. So if you think about it, quite recently.
And today, everything here within the fortress is open to the public despite its military use. And it's a really, laid back location to just explore and take in the historical buildings and enjoy the fortifications ramparts.
Somebody get me one of these barn red houses to move in because I'm ready to move in one of them. They are so adorable, so picturesque. Or that yellow one, yellow or red. I'm fine with either one. I mean, now that it's autumn, they even pop so much more as well. I'm obsessed. And then the windmill. Place, y'all. Little Mermaid from Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale, or from the Disney movie that you may know, but the fairy tale one from Hans Christian Andersen, who was born and raised here, hence why the statue is here. It ended a little bit differently. So cute. What if I just want to work as a coffee man like this? Another thing I just absolutely love about this city is the green space that's so nicely balanced out with the urban spaces. I mean, look at this. This is the King's Garden that we're strolling about in right now with the autumn foliage. As you can see, so many beautiful colors along these pathways. Ooh, look at that. all these trees. And then the King's Garden lead to one of the castles as well. And there's lots of actually different benches, space where you can walk your dog. The locals come here to like castle grounds are so beautiful. Look at this moat. So this used to be, or well, it was built as the summer home for the Danish nobility back then. I mean, I summer here. You don't have to pay me. I do it voluntarily to summer here. Enjoying Copenhagen in the smack center of Copenhagen. Waking up in one of these rooms, maybe that top one up there. And being surrounded by these cute guards, you know?
We're going to get these two for dinner. We're down at the St. Restaurant and bar because we want to try out some of their dishes since they're all locally made with different produce, seasonal produce and ingredients from local farmers as well. So that's pretty cool. But also we just want a cozy night in our hotel because we really enjoying this day. And so what's better than to check out the different places all around the hotel and within the hotel, that is. This lobster bisque is perfect for a cozy little autumn chilly day like this. We're going to jump back into our dinner now, so if you haven't given this video a like yet, what you waiting for? Also subscribe and leave a comment below. There will be more Copenhagen adventures coming right up as we explore more before our grand crescendo at the best restaurant in the world, Noma.